Guys, welcome back to the channel. A very good day to you guys all out there, wherever you are. Well, it's a Monday, and Mondays are the most difficult days of the week. It is also international break, and every player that have been called to the national teams are gone. Thankfully, most of Chelsea's players, yes, Kaisedo is not going anywhere. Yes, he's not going anywhere. Esteval is not going anywhere. Joao Pedro is not going anywhere. They are all going to be at Cobham to get their good treatment that they deserve. Yes, they've gotten a knock. Look, it's not easy to play in these kind of games. If you know the lifestyle of footballers very well, you know that it's not easy to play these kind of games against a team like Liverpool, where almost half of our first team players were injured before meeting Liverpool. The ones that played, they still played their heart out. And let me point out this. At this point in time, if you are a Barcelona fan, you are not serious. At this point in time, if you are a Barcelona fan, you are not serious. You are not serious. I know you understand what I mean. Arsenal fans are beginning to get a bit serious nowadays. But Barcelona fans, you guys are not serious. How do you tell me that you are meeting Villarreal and Villarreal beat you 4-1? Sevilla. Sorry, forgive me. Sevilla beating you 4-1. Do you know how much you guys cost? Do you know the losses that you guys made people? I know people who bet, and on Saturday, 12 games, and all the 11 games came through. Win. And we're just hoping for Barcelona to put the icing on the cake. Then, Barcelona, you guys are not serious. You know, guys, you guys made men to lose so much, millions. I'm telling you. I know it's not only me. I'm telling you. Barcelona, for you guys should get serious next time, honestly. Because what you guys did yesterday, anyway, it's international break, so we will just have to manage ourselves like that. You know, Reece James has spoken as a captain of the side, and he said something that's very interesting. You know, Reece James, he's been called up to the national team, the England national team, and he said playing at that center back was his first time. When Badeshile got injured and he was moved to the center back, he said he's not used to the center back. But circumstances demand that he moved to the center back, and he had no choice. He said, I don't expect to play center back. It's one of the positions I have never played before. It's a high-level football. I had to adapt and play the best football I could. I've seen people who blame him partly for the goal that was scored by Liverpool. And not just him. I think especially Malo Gusto. Malo Gusto was unaware of his environment at that moment. But I don't want those little errors to take the credit away from them. Especially Malo Gusto. He played as a box-to-box player. Malo Gusto at the time, you think he's a number 10. At the time, he was playing number 10. And it's totally new to all of us seeing Malo Gusto playing in that role. So nobody should think that the game against Liverpool wasn't an easy game. It wasn't. And I've heard some pundits also say, oh, Liverpool were not at their best. It is only when Chelsea beats the bigger team, the team that they expect to destroy Chelsea, it's only when Chelsea beat that team, then they'll say, oh, that team didn't turn up. Chelsea beat this PSG. They said, oh, PSG didn't turn up. But when PSG beat Barcelona, right? Nobody said Barcelona didn't turn up. Isn't it last week PSG played Barcelona in the Champions League and PSG beat them, right? I didn't hear anybody saying that Barcelona didn't turn up. But Chelsea beat PSG. They said, oh, PSG didn't turn up for the day. Now, Chelsea beat Liverpool. They said Liverpool didn't turn up. So all they try to say is that Chelsea is good for nothing. Don't worry. And let me also say this, you cannot take the win away from Chelsea. That is why I'm happy our coach even ran the way he ran on the touchline to celebrate with the fans. I don't begrudge him at all. There are some goals there are some wins that deserve to be celebrated. In fact, all the 11 players on the pitch should have taken off their shirt and all of the yellow card. I will still accept it. I will still accept it. Ladies and gentlemen, my only issue in that game, which I want to point out, is this video. My only issue against Liverpool in that game is this video I want you to watch and tell me, is it that the VAR at that moment spoiled? The VAR at that moment, is it that the VAR spoiled that it was not working, or they purposely refused to do the replay for the referee to check? Because in my opinion, when I watched this video over and over, it is a clear penalty. It was a clear penalty on Garnacho. So unless they want to tell me the VAR equipment at that moment were not working, and that they'll have to explain it well, because for 96 minutes of football, if that split second alone that the VAR camera could not capture the incident for them to replay it for the referee to see, and they didn't even call the referee to read at all. They did not. What were they trying to do? Is the VAR officials also in Liverpool fans just like Anthony Taylor? Anthony Taylor, we know he doesn't have anything to do with Chelsea. I'm not too sure if maybe he once had a girlfriend who was a Chelsea fan that broke his heart. I'm not too sure on that. Ladies and gentlemen, we are on international break, and like I told you guys, we'll be analyzing the game going forward throughout this week until next week. We'll also be following up on our players that have gone to international break, and any news, we will be right here to deliver. We'll be right here to deliver. You see, I understand that Chelsea is a club that many hated because of the past. But hey, we are under new ownership and we have a new manager. So whatever hatred you have for Chelsea, put it aside. Put it aside. Now let's go to one important issue. Let me point this out. Two things quickly. I was actually surprised to see Badeshile and Josh Achampo partnering very well. Very, very strong, very well organized, talking and covering for each other. Badeshile and Joshua Achampo, they've not been playing football together. Badeshile has been injured, even when Josh was playing the game, sometimes coming on as a substitute. But from the Benfica game to this game, seeing Badeshile play, and this game in particular, playing alongside Joshua Achampo, their partnership, very well organized, covering well for each other, talking to each other as defenders should do. There was like stability in the area of the defense until both got the injury, which was unfortunate. But hey, the good news is that they are okay. They are okay. And they'll be back just after the international break. They'll be fit to continue their job. Now, let me conclude here. As it is your Monday morning breakfast, I will not like to take much of your time. It is heavy on the table. Yes, it's a complete set of breakfast. Your sausage, your baked beans, your toasted bread, the egg, the coffee, the milk, and everything. It's a complete breakfast for you this morning, ladies and gentlemen. Now, let's go back to the screen again. The argument of Declan Rice and Kaisedo is up again. And I want us to settle this on this channel once and for all. You see these two guys? Let me get their statistics out. That's the stats there. Caicedo and Declan Rice, they are similar, but with little bit of attributes. When I say little bit of attributes, in a sense that they both are playing in two different teams that are set up in different ways. Declan Rice is allowed more to go forward, more like a playmaker, not playing as a typical DM. But Caicedo has been limited, mostly playing as a typical DM. So with these statistics you are seeing on your screen right now, it is clear Declan Rice had many opportunities to score more goals than Kaisedo. Kaisedo doing the dirty work or the tackle. That is why you look down there, you see clearly goals for Kaisedo and goals for Rice. Kaisedo 0.14. Declan Rice 0.16. So you see the difference. 2-point difference. Giving of assist. It is not Kaisedo's duty to give assist because of his playing as a DM. Assist. Also, Kaisedo 0.14. Rice 0.18. Contribution towards goal. Kaisedo 0.28. Rice 0.34. Chances created 0.8 for Kaisedo, 1.8 for Declan Rice. Now, let's jump to pass accuracy. As a DM, you tackle, you got a ball. How do you deliver the ball forward? Pass accuracy. That is where from there, Kaisedo is up and higher than Declan Rice. Pass accuracy, Kaisedo 92%. Declan Rice 89%. Tackles 1. Kaisedo 3.4. Declan Rice 2.1. Interceptions, Kaisedo 1.1. Declan Rice 0.9. Duels won. Kaisedo 62% duels won. Declan Rice 55. This tells you that both are playing in two different systems. It is not about who is better than who, but we can see it clearly. One was playing in a team that is still growing. This is why the argument of Kaisedo is a better player than Declan Rice, for many of us, it resonates more. I'm playing in a younger team that is still being developed, that is still being, put together. Declan Rice is playing in an established Arsenal side with more Premier League experience. This is the difference. So hey guys, this argument must end. Somebody should help me to tell Jamie Garaka. Jamie, he should go back and look at the statistics very well. Honestly, if you want to rate them, I will rate Kaisedo 7.8 and I will rate Declan Rice 7.6. Case closed. I'll see you guys on the next one when you see me. Shalom and peace.